All right, for my video kit, I'm going to walk you through some things that we use in the real world. So my wife, she does some Instagram videos. In fact, a couple of them have gone viral, and that's been a lot of fun. But she goes pretty simple. A lot of times she'll just use this selfie stick. She can attach her camera there. She can has a little remote control that actually removes, and so you can use that either on the stick or away from the stick. And the reason why you'd want to use it away from the stick periodically is because when you stretch it out to use it as a selfie stick, you also pull on it and it becomes a tripod. And so at that point you can put your phone on there and you can walk away from it with the little remote control. And so she uses that quite a bit. And then one of the other items, it's pretty simple and self-recording, is going to be just this light ring with a phone right there inside of it. My son and my wife both use that. And so those are just really simple, easy video kits. But then we get a little bit more complex. If you kind of look around here, this is my sound and video studio. And it's not super professional, but it's just right in my basement, so I can easily do a lot of work when I need to, just pop down here and knock things out. Now, if I'm not wanting to mess with any kind of green screen, post-production, or even doing green screen streaming, then we've set up this little nook here where basically you can get inside of there and sit right here and film yourself right there. The lighting's pretty decent and has a fun little background, and so we can do things directly from there as well. Now I want to show you a little bit more about this overall studio. So we have the green screen that's lit up from these lights that are basically all the way around it. Now you have to have that so that you can get as even of a green color as possible. Now once you light up the green screen, you then have to light up the subject, which in this case is going to be sitting at this desk. You have to light up the subject separately. And so that's going to be done with these lights here. And then that subject can sit right here at the desk. Now there's a couple different camera options that I have. First of all is just a simple webcam. That's really just my go-to. It's good enough quality. It's nice because it has a pretty decent microphone built in. And so if I don't want to really have to do any kind of post-production, just using the webcam is a good option. The next option is using my camcorder, which just is a nice Canon camcorder. And with that, I have it connected to this teleprompter setup, so I can put whatever kind of text and things I want on this teleprompter. It casts it up onto the screen, and then we can just read the teleprompter while looking directly in the camera. Now, and especially when I'm doing filming by myself, I'm not quite sure what the frame looks like, and so I do have this monitor connected to the camera so I can see exactly what the output is, and so I can adjust myself and do whatever I need to without having somebody else around. The other thing that I set up on this camera for sound is I'll have this is a receiver for a wireless lavalier microphone, and so that plugs directly into the camera, so I get direct sound rather than ambient sound. It sounds a whole lot better. And so that's kind of a more complex or a higher quality camera setup. Now, in order to use this camera as a webcam, most camcorders aren't really set up to be able to do that, and so I have this little link here called CamLink, and that allows me to plug a HDMI from the camera directly into my computer and into this USB. And so it basically treats that camcorder like it's a webcam. So again, I have all this lighting. I can adjust the lights with the barn doors, or I can change the color and do all kinds of fun stuff there. So now I want to talk a little bit about the broadcasting and or the actual recording. First of all, here is the lavalier microphone that gets connected directly to the camera there. Another option, and my wife uses these a lot, these are kind of portable lavalier microphones, so you can clip that on, and then there's a receiver that simply gets plugged directly into her iPhone, and those are awesome because that makes it so that you can do some iPhone video and have somebody from a distance and have the sound still very nice and clear. So that's an option, a great option. So part of video is audio. Audio is very important. And so here I have just a typical microphone with an audio interface. This allows the sound to sound a lot better heading into the computer just through the USB. If you plug a USB microphone directly into the computer, then you get the computer noise in the background, whereas that interface helps to filter that out. As far as recording and broadcasting, I like to use a pretty simple open source program called OBS, or Open Broadcast System, and I'll explain that in a minute. Here's one of my favorite things. This is called the Stream Deck. Now this Stream Deck is basically a little microcomputer in essence that allows you to switch and control various things while you're actually recording, and you can connect this directly into the OBS software. Now each one of these buttons are actually screens, and so you'll notice, like on Chart and on Brick, I actually have images of what those are going to pull up, and then I have these different videos and things that I have there set ready to go. And so as soon as I put a new create a new button and tell it what image I want there, this is a little LED screen, and so it shows up whatever that new button is. And so like I said, in this case I'm using actual images. So when I'm using OBS, what I like about it is I have this first screen is what the scene that I'm setting up, and the next screen is actually what I'm broadcasting. Now what's cool about OBS is you can, it has this option where you can create what they call a virtual camera. If you turn the virtual camera on, then when you're in Zoom or any other kind of platform similar to Zoom, when you go in and select your camera, you go in and select the OBS virtual camera, and whatever you are outputting out of OBS is what will actually be output in Zoom. And so it's really powerful. So right now I'm using this green screen technology. I don't have all my lights on correctly, so it's not, the keyframe is not perfect, but it's good enough for you to see. So I've got this brick behind me, and so I'm just adding that image. And basically right here in Stream Deck, I can click on Chart. Now when I click on Chart, then that changes that behind me. When I click on Brick, then that changes the image behind me. Now I'm going to click on this transition button, and that's going to now transition my setup to my actual broadcast. And so now that's what's broadcasting live, is this image with the brick behind me. Now I can do a lot of cool things. Like for example, I can start playing a video. So this is a particular logo that I'm playing, and I can cut myself out. And so now I've shut that camera off, and so now you can just see the video playing instead of seeing me. But then I can also turn me back on, but I haven't broadcast me yet. So if I'm broadcasting this, they're not seeing me yet until I transition it, and now they're seeing me. And so this whole setup is basically what I've set up for myself to be able to do this video, being able to have the simplicity of the just being able to have the backdrop, being able to use the selfie stick, or being able to use the light ring, or getting into these more complex lights, the green screen, using the webcam, or using the camcorder. I've just got a lot of different options for broadcasting using Stream Deck, making sure my sound is good with the interface, and then having the proper software to be able to do whatever I need to do. So that's my basic setup as far as what my audio kit is. If money was no object, then I'd basically just buy all the same stuff, but just higher quality. But for the most part, this serves my needs and does me well. Thanks so much.